Scoot and boogie. Can you remember something?
Nope.
Please? Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
Board games.
And
board gamey things.
And that's Dallas. Today we are going to be talking about BGG Spring. Here's my shirt. That's the BGG Spring shirt. It's Alice in Wonderland.
I didn't wear mine.
Yeah, you should have worn yours. Anyways, unbelievable. So Jeff and I just got back from Dallas, and we wanted to chat with you a little bit about our experience at BGG Spring. It was the first BGGCon that we've gone to. Yeah, chef's kiss. If you're wondering how many times I said, and that's Dallas, it was a lot. And if you know
I had
what
a
it's
counter
from,
going. I think I hit 2 or 3 before we even left the airplane.
that is correct.
I stopped counting after
That's
3.
Dallas. If you know what that's from, put it in the comments. We'd love to know. Anyways, so
We'd love to know because we don't already know.
we know where it's from. So for anybody that doesn't know, BGG Spring happens at the Dallas Airport, DFW or DWF. Those are the letters in
DFW.
whatever order they might be
Yeah,
in.
it's Dallas Fort Worth.
Mhm.
DFW.
I think it was, we went on Wednesday, the con started on Thursday,
It's a long
and then
boy.
it ended on Monday.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Yeah, so we went there on Wednesday to be early
Mm.
because we wanted to hang out with Nick and Mike.
Yep.
And then Illy
From
and
the Brothers
Tyler
Murph.
came in that day as
From
well.
Cavre.
Brothers Murph and Cavre.
Go check them out.
Go check them out. And so we went early because we wanted to kind of get settled in. Dallas is obviously not super close to
No.
us. And this is a convention that's all about playing board games.
The best kind.
The best kind of
Look
convention.
at my freaking eyebrow hair.
Yeah, they're just wild. And you should have seen the ear hair I pulled off of Jeff today.
Okay.
It was like that long.
We don't.
It was like, whoop, off camera long. Whoop.
It wasn't that long. Get.
Let me take that one though.
Yeah.
Can you see it,
No.
please?
No.
Please, please. So this is a game convention where you play games. The library is ginormous. It is huge. It has new games. It has old games and
Yeah.
everything in between.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's basically it. There's a small vendor hall that you can go to with a
So
few
much
shops.
place to play.
Yes.
So much place to play game.
Exactly. Now, I will say that there is a BGGCon in November that is downtown Dallas. This one's different. This one is the family one, whereas the one in November is adult only.
Spicy.
So there were...
So it's like they play cards, apples to apples at this one.
Yeah, apples to
and-
apples after dark.
And cards against humanity at the next one.
Right, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Jeff said, there's like a million different places to play games. There were like all over the hotel.
Well, you know, like sometimes you go to these play cons and it's actually like legitimately difficult to find a place to play games.
Yeah, that was not an issue here.
There's no issue. Every
Mhm.
floor had like its own space to play games,
Yep.
its own quiet room. They had like a party game room. They had like a
Wargaming
room. They had 2 massive like play areas. Like we didn't even go to half of the places you could play games at.
We did not. We primarily stayed in what was called the aviation room. Aviator room. Whatever.
Aviation?
It was aviation for sure. And it had a bunch of like big circle tables and then, yeah.
Do you know what I didn't see?
What?
Anyone wearing aviators in the aviator room.
Facts.
We could have watched The Aviator
Could have.
in the aviator room.
We didn't though. So anyways, the point is there's just so many different places to play, and you can play in a small room with only a few people. You can play in a big hall with a bunch of people. Whatever your vibe is, there's a place for you to play. You can play in your hotel room because you can check out games from the library and you can play them wherever.
Yeah.
I think older games you get for 8 hours.
It was pretty loosey-goosey, I think.
Yeah.
As long as you brought it back within a reasonable time frame,
Yeah.
it was fine.
But I do think like newer releases had like a 4-hour
Yeah.
limit.
You're correct, yeah.
But like if you had a game overnight, you could bring it back the next day.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mhm.
So we ended up playing 47 plays.
36 different
36
games.
Different games. We primarily focused on old games.
Yes.
I will say that.
A lot of Friedman freeze happened.
A lot of Friedman freeze. So for the purposes of this video, I don't know, do you want to just quickly go over all the game, like just list the games we played and talk about
Sure,
5?
I think people probably want to know what we played. So
you guys are interested in what we do, right?
And then we should talk about 5, and then we have to pick our favorite.
Okay, we started off with, well, first of all, we had lunch with Nick and Mike.
We did.
And Eric Lang. Not to
Yes,
forget Eric.
it was
Shout out to Eric.
My first time meeting Eric. You've met Eric before.
Briefly. Yeah. Yeah.
Incredible human.
Great human.
Yeah.
Nick and Mike, also great humans. Yeah. We had lunch with them at the airport, or not the airport, the hotel restaurant, which I want to say the restaurant food, so good.
Yeah, buffet was in...
Yeah, breakfast buffet, so good.
But it's
lunch
traditional buffet.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you expect?
You're getting a lot, but...
The actual restaurant, like the burgers, and I had these buffalo cauliflower wings or whatever. So good. So good.
Get to the games. Let's go.
Games. So I don't know where, I think we went for a nap. Then we woke up and we met with Ilya to play some games. And with Ilya, we played Tinder Blocks.
Yep.
We played Apropos of Board Games. We played Wine Cellar from 25th Century. Great game. Played that quite a few times. And then we played a trick-taking game that I don't remember the name of, and I'll text Ilya and put it on the screen. It wasn't my favorite trick-taking game. I'll be honest.
I remember
with you.
being a little bit clunky.
I was very confused the whole time. Okay?
I remember being clunky.
That was the first night, and we basically just kind of called it a night early. We were just so tired. We were poop-a-looped, and we wanted to make sure that we could get up early and get after it.
Yep.
Okay? So, moving on to the next day, we played the same game, which is a party-style kind of like word game.
Yep.
Our first play, we were like, but just you wait, because we might play it later. Again. We played Full Throttle. Friedman Freeze. This is a theme of the convention. We played a lot of Friedman Freeze games.
A lot of Friedman Freeze.
What do we think of Full Throttle?
It's very good. If you like Camel Up, but want like a more quick, condensed version, check out Full Throttle.
It's so good.
Yeah, I liked it.
We played again apropos of board games and apropos of movies, because I want to show Nick and Mike.
No comment.
I like it. We played Disney Villains, a card game.
I didn't.
Jeff didn't, but I did. Great game. Great game. Wine Cellar again. Love it. Then we played Surfasaurus Max.
I bought it. I just bought it.
Jeff bought it for $40.
It's so good.
And it's just a card game.
It's not easy to find. We got taught that by our friend Charlie.
Yes.
Who we spent a fair amount of time with playing games with.
Played lots of games with Charlie.
Yep.
Then we played Dice Town. Because you want to know what Dice Town is? It's the freaking best game ever.
I was like adamant
about
about teaching people Dice Town.
Yeah, and you didn't even play.
I didn't play the first time.
Because we had too many players, so Jeff just sat out.
I was like,
and enjoyed.
no. I want you to all experience the fabulousness that is this game.
Then we went with Ilya and the Incredible Dream Team, and we played Kinfire Council. We played the updated version of the prototype that we had for the preview. We got to play a 4-player game.
I'm allowed to say this because it's not sponsored. I really like that game.
Yeah, Jeff won. He conspired with the cultists, and he won. But yeah, it's
good.
It's very good. And then we did go to a board game store.
We did.
A local board game store called...
Don't remember.
I forget.
It
wasn't
really good,
Uncommon Ground. It was another one. It was bigger.
I would have bought a lot of games there if I could bring it back.
We stayed in there for a while, and we did buy a few games. You'll see them in our next haul. But one of those games that we did buy was Go Nuts for Donuts.
We played it.
And we played it.
Great game.
Great game.
Yep.
Great game. I played Tangram City again. Jeff played Biomus.
Yeah, Mike and I are playing Biomos on BGA.
A lot.
So, well, not a lot. We played it
at least
one or two games. So I just wanted to show it to him so he understood what he was doing on BGA.
Yep.
It was just a quick little teach play.
And then that was that night. Went to bed. The next morning, Jeff got up to teach Cuba Libre.
I did. Well, not so much. I taught Mike.
And Tyler.
Charlie and Keith had already played. But they wanted some just to see the strategy and stuff.
So Jeff just hung out with them and helped them. He didn't actually play the game, so it's not recorded because he didn't play it.
I just want to say, man, any convention where you can sit and play Cuba twice.
Yeah, spoiler, here we go. Anyways, Mike won that game, and it was his first time ever playing Cuba. Kudos to Mike. Now, while Jeff was doing that, me and Nick played Search for Lost Species, and it was the wildest game of Search for Lost Species ever. We couldn't find freaking anything. It was crazy. And then Nick and I played Let's Go to Japan, and I loved it. Loved it. And then we were like, you know what? We haven't done in a while. We haven't played some Freedom Freeze.
We hadn't.
So we played Fast Sloths. Classic. We played Fearsome Floors.
Love it.
Love it. And then we played Null and Nishtig, which is Jeff's, like, one of Jeff's favorite trick-taking games.
If not my favorite trick-taking, but some of the games I played.
We'll talk about those later. Later we played Pray Another Day, which is kind of like a, I don't want to say deduction, kind of deduction.
It's kind of this cutesy little, like, I don't know,
gonna get
almost
you game.
like war game, like
Yeah.
war as in the card, like flipping game. So basically you pick, just quickly, there's like a food chain, and I would say bear. And if anyone's picked the bear, they have to reveal it.
Yeah.
And if only one person reveals it, then the bear gets to choose its prey. And it can choose anything underneath it in the food chain. And if it picks mouse, and the mouse has been played in front of you, you have to reveal the mouse and you've been eaten. And you lose the mouse for the rest of the game. And it's
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just simple and really good. We saw David Thompson played it a bunch at Circle DC, and so I saw it and I was like, I'd like to try it. We played Nekojima 3 times. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It's just great. Jeff and I taught Mike Mycelia.
Yep.
Cute little Ravensburger game. And then we played Christmas Nana. I think I just forgot to record it earlier. But we played Christmas Nana with Haley and Daniel. Shouts out to Haley and Daniel because they are the ones that gifted us with Christmas Nana. And we didn't know that they were going.
We didn't. Why didn't you tell us?
You didn't tell us. And then we just ran into them. We're like, oh my God, we brought it. Let's play. And we had such a great time.
Yep.
We played a couple of times. Actually, we played twice.
Yes.
And Christmas Nana just like adds this like fun twist to Nana.
Also, Haley and Daniel, thank you for just being incredibly kind and awesome human beings.
They brought us a game from the Tokyo Game Market called Bus and Stop. It's a Sashi and Sashi game. We've already played it and it's amazing. Spoiler alert. Then we played Grand Austria Hotel with Mike and we got crushed.
Holy God.
It's one of Mike's favorite games and he's clearly played it a billion times.
He did say, he was like, there's not a lot of games I'm like, I'm going to win this game, but he said that's one of them.
That was one of them. We did play Fun Facts, just for a little like breakup of the day party game. And then we played a game called 5 Cucumbers, or Furfengurken, which is another...
It's Fünfgurken.
Which translates to 5 Cucumbers, which is a Friedman Freeze
It's in my opinion,
trick-taking
it's
game.
pickles. It might be... I don't know, man. That and Surfasaurus Max have immediately skyrocketed up my trick-taking list. 5 Cucumbers, or Fünfgurken, I just bought. Our friend Hannah, who's in the Discord, lives in Germany.
Yep.
She found the German copy for me, and I was like, money is no object.
You don't need an English copy. It's just pickles on cards.
It is so
That will
good.
probably be one of the 5 that we talk about.
So good.
We also played Fayum, which is another Friedman Freeze game, a bit one of his heavier kind of type of games. It was really unique. Yep. I didn't play, but Jeff got to play Captain Flip a couple times and Vegas Showdown.
Okay, that's another game I want to talk about. Captain Flip is really, really good. You haven't played it yet?
No, I played on BGA with you.
It's so good. It's a very simple tile flipping game.
Yeah.
Vegas Showdown. It is criminal how ugly that game is. But my God.
It good?
It's good. And I'm not a normal like tile placement lover. Man. It was high on my list of games I've always wanted to play. It's really hard to find. I know they're like redoing it, I think. And I'm definitely going to back it. I loved it. Yeah.
Right. I didn't get to play it because I went to bed early because we went out for... That night we went out for Tex-Mex one night with Nick, Mike, Ilya, and Tyler. And then that was the night that we went out for Tex-Mex again with the BGG crew. So shout out to the BGG crew because for anybody that doesn't know, I make videos for BGG now once a month. And so they kind of took all of us out to dinner. Amazing.
There's a common theme here of us coming back from this convention, just reinvigorating the opinion that we have of there's just amazing people in this hobby.
Yes.
Amazing people.
The BGG crew included in that.
Yeah.
But I went to bed early that night because I was just toast.
I was up till
I was so tired.
I was up till like 2 a.m.
I know.
I was on it this convention.
Jeff was getting after it.
I was getting after it.
And I was like, nope, I want to feel good for tomorrow. So I went to bed and I missed Captain Flip and Vegas Showdown.
Which...
I regret.
Couple of bangers.
The next day, we did play Star Wars Bounty Hunters. Dice Town again, Jeff got to play.
I taught Ilya and Tyler.
Jeff taught Ilya and Tyler, and he played Dice Town while I taught Nick and Mike Harmonies, and I played Harmonies with them. We got to play Dominant Species. Like, hello? This is a convention where we sat down and played Dominant Species? Heck yeah. We played Sushi Go, Spin Some for Dim Sum.
That was good.
It was good. That. It was very cute. We played the same game again, and this time our experience was way better.
Yeah. I really like that game now.
I think
after the second play, even though I still got it wrong.
I think it shines with more players.
Yeah, I think that's like a 6+ game.
Yeah, it's kind of like a party style game. Then on the last morning, which was Monday, I do want to mention we did go out for a dinner with the Incredible Dream team.
Yes.
We were also joined by Isaac from Rose Gauntlet and Ken from Rose Gauntlet and Mick, Starla, and Grant from Our Family Plays Games.
I just want to say, I love Mick and Starla and Grant. And seeing Grant always brings me so much joy.
That's true.
God, he's just so full of energy.
Love to see it.
I love that.
And then Eric Lang was also there, and of course, Nick and Mike, and Tyler and Ilya, and Jane from Incredible Dream. So we had a great dinner at a barbecue place. It was like barbecue-esque. It was kind of family style. It was called Billy Can Cans.
Billy Can Cans.
And that's where we had boot beer. It was root beer on tap.
In a boot.
In a boot. Why not? Anyways, just more great food. We had a lot of really good food on this trip.
Caveat, Tex-Mex is my favorite food.
Jeff loves Tex-Mex.
Freaking love Tex-Mex.
Unbelievable. So the morning that we left, which was Monday, we got to sit down and Jeff and I both got to play a game of Cuba Libre with Mike again and our friend Charlie. And Mike won again.
He did.
Do you want to know why? Because I was about to win and he was like, I don't think so. And he stopped me from winning, which I honestly thought was quite rude.
Yeah.
And then he comes around and he wins and I came in second. Anyways, any convention where you can sit down and play Dominant Species and Cuba Libre and you can just like get after it.
God,
we played so many games.
Cuba Libre.
Then we followed it up with a game called Circus Flocati, which is a Reiner Knizia card game. Not a trick taker. It's like set collection, essentially. And then we ended it off with Colorado, which is a classic.
I need to ask Charlie where to get that game.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those, it's going to be like a Grail game. I assume it's not super, it's like Circus Fleas.
Charlie mentioned that there's like reiterations of it.
Yes.
But that crazy weird flea theme.
It's just weird and great.
I love little weird card games, man.
So our top 5 games, and we can't say Cuba.
Why?
I don't know, because I feel like that's obvious.
Fine.
What about like top 5 new to us games?
We have to each just quickly say the 5 because we're not going to agree.
Okay.
So I'm picking 5 games that I've not really that were new to me, I guess is the right thing. So Servisaurus Max, Vegas Showdown, 5 Cucumbers, or Fünfgurken. The Flea game. Yeah. And Wine Cellar.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So mine, definitely Full Throttle. I loved Full Throttle. So
that was number 1 for a while.
Yeah, I really, really liked it.
Number 1 during the convention.
Yeah. I am also going to say, let's go to Japan. Jeff didn't get to play. It was really good. 5 cucumbers, Furf and Gherkin.
Funf.
Furf and Gherkin.
No, Funf.
If I'm just picking games that are Circus Volcati for sure.
So good.
And another new one. I'll pick Wine Cellar too. Wine Cellar was really good.
Really good.
I think that one's on Kickstarter right now.
It is.
Yeah, it's 25th Century and they've got like the bundle of games. The camera is on fire right now. It's overheating. Anyways, those are the best games that we played. Whether or not like we would recommend BGGCon, I feel like it goes without saying that yes, we like desperately now want to go to all of them.
Yeah, unbiased opinion here because I don't work for BGG.
Yeah.
If you like PlayCons, it's been the best PlayCon I've been at.
Yes, I would agree.
Dice Tower West, this one,
Level Up.
I think that's it for
those are the
primary PlayCons. This one's been the best.
It was just so.
It's so streamlined.
Chill.
They've obviously been doing it. They've obviously been doing it a long time because logistically everything was so smooth. You just check in and boom, you're playing games.
And there's so many games. It's almost like the library is almost overwhelming.
It is, yeah.
Because there's so many games. But if you think about it, it's there. Like if you want it, it's there.
And I never felt like I couldn't get the game I wanted to play.
No.
Like
we were going for older games.
There's certain instances where like Harmonies was really hard to get a hold of, but we still were able to. The convention's so long. There's so many days that I feel like you can play pretty much everything you want to play.
Yeah.
It was I'm obsessive over it.
Yeah.
I'm obsessive about BGG cons now.
We're definitely considering and really want to go to the November one.
Yep.
It is right before PAX Unplugged.
We're trying to logistically figure out how we can go to that because I came back from that convention just so
re-energized.
And like, again, like meeting someone like Charlie who we've interacted with before the convention, getting to know him in person and playing games with him, getting to...
Shout out to Colton.
See some people that are in our community. Yes, Colton, if you are out there, I just want to tell you...
Colton and family.
I just want to tell... Yes, Colton and family, you're all incredibly lovely. But Colton, I want to tell you specifically to keep doing what you're doing, man. Because you're doing it right. And it was so awesome to meet you. And I love your passion for games. And I hope we get to run into each other again very soon. Shout
out to my spirit animal, my soul sister.
You know who you are.
You know who you are. I'm sorry that I stole your caramel macchiato. There was a morning at breakfast, I stole Christina's caramel macchiato. I stole somebody's breakfast sandwich. And the guy was like, that's not for you. That's not for you. And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, it was a hectic 2 minutes.
Yeah. I did want to say too, if you're curious, if you're like, oh, is it weird that it's at like an airport hotel? I thought it was fantastic as somebody that's flying in. But I will say nothing is very close. So we had people with cars most of the time. We took some Ubers, and it was easy, but from what I heard, the Ubers were kind of expensive. But the hotel does have everything that you need.
Yeah, and the convention we didn't take advantage of this, but the convention had some like
concessions and
some shuttles and stuff that you could take, like the convention hired shuttles. Right. That you could take to certain areas to do certain things.
That's true.
So they thought of everything.
Velvet Taco, don't forget.
Oh.
Velvet Taco. It's a chain in America. You guys are like, yeah. Well, it was friggin' delicious.
Eric went like 5 times.
That's true.
Velvet Taco.
We also got to do that with the BGG crew, and that was really nice. It was nice to hang out.
A huge shout out to the BGG crew for having us down, and getting to spend time with you all. It was
awesome. So good.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 trip.
And at the end of whenever we decide to shut up, I will put a little mini like vlog. There's no talking really, but it just kind of goes over everything that we did if you kind of want to see like a visual experience of what we did. But overall, thumbs up. We loved it. We did go to a charity auction, and we did, in fact, buy a bunch of games. So you just wait for our next haul.
Listen, it's for a good cause. So.
It's for a good cause. Whatever. So you know us. We're just...
You know we need to justify
we had to ship
game
some
purchases.
Games home in a box.
We did.
So it is what it is. that is everything that we have about BGG Spring. We would love to know in the comments if you've been, if you're considering going to the November one, because we would love to go and we would love to hang out and all of that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I hope we can make that work.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Stay tuned at the end of the video, like I said, for a little vlog if you'd like to see that. But that is everything that we have for today. Now, if you're interested in buying board games like any of the many we mentioned today, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us, that is...
Boardroom Game Cafe.
Which we need to go to pick up our blue mugs.
We do.
We're coming, Kat.
Kat, we're coming.
Worry. We're coming. If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
There it is. Don't move. If you guys move the table, it doesn't count.
Draw a number from your bag. Keep it secret. Write it down here.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe. I feel targeted. Wait for me, wait for me.
As long as you and me, baby.
It's 2 Boston creams.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Jamie, you're ruining my cinematic shot.
You're ruining my cinematic shot.
Gotta do that again, it was blurry.
Tyler, you made it more cinematic. Good job, Tyler.
Oh, guys, ready to be, huh?
5.
No, that was here.
Was it?
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
7.
Oh,
Okay, this dude's a menace. This is not good.
Early morning, trying hard to get out of bed. She remembers all the crazy little things she said. Get a move on, gotta be one step ahead. On your feet now, wondering where the road had led. And it's one more minute, and you feel you're in it. Caught up in this thing that we call living. A lot of forgetting and forgiving.
Hit it, Jim.
Jeff, hit it.
Call it a game of taking chances. I'm letting go.
No, bad call. It's gonna pull it.
Don't
Just
listen to
kidding. No,
me.
do it. Do it, man. I dare you. I triple cat dare you.
Good times gone. Early morning, a cup of tea and then she's done. Just take a moment. Today has only just begun. And it's one more minute. There are no
Flip up.
Flip off. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, I'm glad I did it.
oh wow.
Yay.
Oh wow.
What?
letting go. 'Cause it is you I wanna follow. All the time and circumstances. Call it a game of taking chances. I'm letting go. 'Cause it is you I wanna follow. Caught in the headlights. I'm feeling alright. You are the winner. All the time spent with you. Caught up in the thing that we call living. A lot of forgetting and forgiving. I'm letting go. 'Cause it is you I wanna follow. All the time and circumstances. Call it a game of taking chances. I'm letting go. 'Cause it is you I wanna follow. I'm letting go. 'Cause it is you
What? No way.